Let's see. I want to make sure I share the correct screen. I have three of them. All right. Okay, ladies, it's so awesome to see everybody and so many familiar faces. I love the whole marketing, concept, and coming from a very financial heavy background, I think marketing was the least of the things that I ever thought about when I first started my business. And right now, it's probably the most amount of time that I spend on is doing marketing. So it was really exciting to get to present this. So let's get started. So today we're going to focus on, just understanding the overall process of marketing. What is the importance of strategic marketing, identifying and assessing key marketing challenges, maximizing growth through your current clients and referrals, and then crafting the overall plan of the message. So I expect this to be a fairly short presentation, but I really want to make sure that we open up space for, Q&A and be able to ask a lot of questions and solve problems on the go. So, okay, a brief introduction. So marketing isn't just about, the flashy ads, everything is about the strategy behind what are you trying to achieve. It supports your business model, reinforces your brand, and drives profitability and growth. And it also sets the stone for clear marketing objectives. So let's get started with what is the marketing process. So marketing, think of it as a cycle. We have to bring people in, so that's lead generation, and then followed by lead nurturing. If they don't buy today, we nurture them with email campaigns and different things to make sure that we stay top of mind, and then eventually converting to a client. And once they are converted to a client, what do? We can expand through more upsells and cross sells, other referrals from those current clients. So it's, one of the biggest assets to have internally is your client list. So that's something that to focus on, because there's so much more you can take out of that. So, and once you map this up, each stage should be, easily, mappable, repeatable, that anyone in your business, whether you're doing it or you have a team member doing it, that they can really, follow the steps and then complete the cycle over and over. So strategic versus tactical marketing. I think this was a very good one. Strategic marketing will focus on who's the ideal client. Who is it that we're going to talk to? I recall when back in 2018, I knew I was supposed to be, marketing myself and doing some social media. And I was basically posting motivational posts, cool quotes. And I thought I was doing a great job. I was spending hours figuring out how to create these. And of course, it wasn't talking to anybody because I didn't know who my client was. I hadn't thought about who is the client that I'm really targeting. So that took me quite some time, a lot of training to really focus on who is my ideal client and who I want to target. So as we're talking about these, think about who is your ideal client. Have that mapped down, and does everybody in your team know about it? Strategic marketing is also about long-term ROI. And we want to be able to track the different marketing strategies that you're implementing and what is the long-term ROI on that, the cost related to that, and what is that turning it around to. And of course, measurable goals. We want to make sure to measure everything that we've done as part of the overall strategy for that specific marketing. On the tactical side, marketing is more of the day-to-day operational stuff. So you're setting up ads, you're doing social media posts, you are doing email campaigns, you're creating content like blogs and articles. So these are the actual tactical day-to-day things that are going to support the strategy behind. And then without strategy, of course, tactics, just like I was doing random social media posts that was not talking to anybody. And that's because I didn't do a strategy. I was just doing what I saw people do, but I didn't have any strategy behind it. So I probably lost over a year of figuring it out. And here I am. Now I know what to do. So, and that's why I love this topic quite a lot. And I spend strategy time and tactical time. I actually get geeky about this. So I like the tactical part as well. Other, in general, marketing challenges could be, some people like to do trends. We all have to understand if those specific trends are, something we want to do. For example, certain music types, I will never put any of my reels with any of those music types because that does not represent me. It's not professional, it's vulgar words, just not going to happen. Even if it's trending, it's not going to happen. I'm not putting it up. Same thing I recall when TikTok first got started, everybody was like dancing and doing crazy trends. I'm like, no, I am not doing that. So we all have to know like what is going to work for us and our client base versus what's really trending. Undefined goals and unclear messaging. Again, this could be um, when we say random messaging. Again, I'll take it upon myself to give example on the mistakes I've done. Is doing the quotes and then another time it's something else and random education material. But even the education that I was putting out, it was so random. It didn't combine to an overall strategy of, let's say, we are all focusing on this one thing. And then in other ways that as you grow through it, like right now, I'm at a point where I am changing all of my marketing strategy. I'm being very hyper focused on a specific client base or two. And I've changed all my websites. I'm changing all my funnels, and soon my social media is going to change too. So we have to have very clear goals and what we want to achieve from these different marketing tactics. Ignoring current client base. I think it was one of the hardest things, you may have experienced this too, is constantly getting new clients and kind of ignoring the list that we have. The current clients is like so valuable, and when we get to ask them if they want to refer, many of them would say yes. And of course, asking for testimonials too, which kind of gets that third party validation for new clients we want to get. But again, it's about, not forgetting about those clients that they come through our and got our services. We still have to nurture them. We still have to love on them, send them some gifts. I don't know if you guys do it, but or ladies, if you do it, but I actually do send holiday gifts to my clients every year, just to remind them that, hey, we love you, we appreciate you, so they still feel the love. Not tracking ROI. Again, for probably the first 2 or 3 years, I wasn't really tracking any ROI. If I'm posting something, if it's really working. I'm at a point where now I have a very good, like, solid CRM system. So when I'm doing everything through that system, I get to see the ROI on, what's working, what's not working. So that's something to think about. And then thinking about it as a marketing versus branding. I had to kind of think through this as well. So think about branding being who you are, what do you represent, and how do people feel when they do business with you? On the other hand, marketing is the actual representation of how do you represent yourself as a brand? What are the key things that you put out there? So I thought that was a very interesting combination that I didn't understand before. And again, something might change over time, but I think your branding is always going to be the same. Your core values, your mission, your vision are all part of your branding, who you are. And on the other hand, your marketing strategy and your tactics may change over time. Right. Any questions here, just so I can pause for a second? Okay, good. Good. If there's any question, I'll try to take a look. Okay. So maximizing through your current clients. So why is that so important? And I kind of referenced to it, but it's just lower cost of acquisition. And this was some data I found. It's like 5 to 7 times more cost effective to retain versus acquire. And of course, you already have built the trust and credibility. They already love you. They already work with you. So why not tap into them and build onto that by cross-selling? And I'm going to cover that now. Is one of the ways is to, upselling and cross-selling opportunities, which adds to the lifetime value. So think about if your current clients, however many that you have, what track are they on? What kind of a service that they're using right now, or maybe products that they're using from you? What is it that they're doing now? What is the next thing that they should be doing? What is the next thing they should be doing? So having a big inventory listing of things, services that they could use, is going to help you keep them around a lot longer because they're going to use it from you. Now, leveraging client referrals, this is another one because it really solidifies your brand out there. Testimonials are very, very important. And then, of course, when you ask for referrals, if they're happy and they give you testimonial, they will also give you referrals. One of the things is to think about is how can you set up a referral system? Like I've had clients send me referrals randomly here and there, but this year I'm finally putting together a complete referral plan and try to create an affiliate marketing through that and then be able to have them win something or earn something or that they or credits that they could use towards, let's say, higher level services. So it's something that I'm thinking about and I just wanted to bring out. And if you haven't thought about it, maybe we can talk through this right now after in the Q&A. Okay, so crafting a strategic marketing plan. Just think about, what does that plan look like? Set up. I'll come to that in a minute. So define like SMART goals. So SMART, and I pulled this up for myself so I don't forget. Um, so think of an example. Let's say a SMART goal, right? So something that you can think through. Hold on. Let me give this example. So here's a statement that comes up with. So a SMART goal could be defined increasing, let's say, brand visibility and generating consistent qualified leads from a target audience. For example, for me, it's service-based owners and real estate professionals. That's what I'm focusing on right now. And in the past, I've been a little bit too general, and it's been very hard to kind of narrow it down. So I have to be more specific. So measurable. So increase monthly qualified leads by 30% and grow my website traffic by 25% within 6 months of implementation. So now I'm focusing on how do I measure the goal. And then achievable. What am I going to use? So we're going to leverage existing content that we have. I have so much content sitting in YouTube, and I want to make sure that I reuse them. We're going to use our CRM, which is Go High Level Base, to push a lot of the content out and building the referral partnership. So that's part of what we're going to achieve. So SMART, measurable, achievable, and then it has to be relevant. So if we put it all together, of course, there's going to be time as well, what time we're going to finish. So this is a campaign we're going to do through December. So here's something that when you put it all together, the goal statement is by December 15, we will create and launch a strategic marketing plan that positions me as a leading advisory firm for service-based businesses using targeted LinkedIn, email, and webinars and campaigns and increase qualified leads by 30% to increase traffic by 25% in 6 months. So it's about thinking through all the different pieces of what it makes that main campaign. In the past, what I've done is just think of an idea and just go ahead and do it. I did not think a little bit long term. So it's something that I'm pulling back and then just trying to be more specific on how I do it, how do I achieve it, how do I track it, and of course, to see the ROI. Think about also the channels that you want to use. So is LinkedIn the right place? Is Facebook the right place? Is Instagram the right place? Is TikTok the right place? With being in the 10x world myself, everything we always hear you got to be omnipresent. You got to be omnipresent. So I basically use all of them, and I do see, for example, lately as I look at my tracking, I see Facebook is really tracking well, and then followed by LinkedIn. Instagram is like nothing's happening that much, but it's good to know because unless I post and track, I wouldn't know what's working. LinkedIn was dead for me for God knows how long, probably like 3-4 years. And then finally now it's actually picking up. So something I'm doing right, it's starting to pick up. Set KPIs. That's another area to focus on, is just to put some statistics of what KPIs you want to measure based on the marketing. Is it, number of followers? Is it the types of engagements you're getting? Is it, if you're doing ads, the cost per lead? All of that is, traceable. What resources we're going to allocate? Is it all you doing it yourself? Is it a team member? Is it a VA that's going to help you? What are the resources you're going to put towards the marketing plan and execution to make sure that you're getting what you want. And of course, like as you track everything, it's good to review everything quarterly, see if that campaign is actually working, what are the results of it, how many clients were you able to onboard, and that way you can tweak the strategy, change some of the campaigns, maybe the theme or whatever it is, so that you can actually get more results. And then, okay. So here I just have a few things for you to track, just samples of like cost per lead. The combination of that, so cost per lead, and in case you want to write it down, it's, here it goes, total marketing, no, I'm sorry, cost per lead, total marketing spend divided by number of leads generated. So I'm going to put that in here in the chat. Let's see if we can get that to work. So that's the cost per lead. So in case you want to track that. The next one is the client acquisition cost. I'm going to put that there. So that's total marketing plus sales cost divided by number of new clients acquired. So that's going to be maybe something you track during a specific time frame, so you can capture that data. And then the conversion rate. The conversion rate is going to be number of clients divided by number of leads times 100. So I'm going to put that in the chat as well. This is just, geeking out on the numbers. And then a referral rate. So referral rate would be clients from different referrals that you got divided by total number of clients times 100. And then the last one is a campaign ROI. So I'm going to put that formula too in the chat. And that is revenue from the campaign minus the campaign cost divided by the campaign cost times 100. So these are just a sample. So if we wanted to say you spent $2,000 on an email automation campaign that resulted in $10,000 in new client revenue, that's a 400% ROI. So these are the different cost effectiveness, and I can send this table to you ladies afterwards if you want. And it's just something to put in place. And then some of the tools, I know Go High Level has been one of the most well-known these days. I got into Go High Level in 2022, so I've been using it for a while. So, and I've branded it with my name, the Profit Lab. I know LeadHERship Global provides all its members a Go High Level based CRM as well. So if you're not on it, you can be on it too. It really is a great tool to integrate not only posting social media, but also the email campaigns, and everything gets tracked in one place. Same with the blog post. So instead of running in different places, you can have everything in one place and one dashboard with a bunch of KPIs. Email and analytics tools. Again, like I said, if you have something like Go High Level, it will track everything for you, all the emails, what's the click rate and open rate, all of that. And then it's some kind of a referral tracking system. Actually, Go High Level does have an affiliate like referral program. So if you create someone and put them as an affiliate, as they share certain things, let's say funnels or pages, they can get paid on that. So something to think about if you're not leveraging right now, you can definitely leverage that. Okay, so just a quick homework item. I figured it's a great way to kind of put something in mind to do, so we can talk through this in the Q&A, is to just review your current strategy and see what's working, what's not working. Focus on what you can do for your current existing clients. Take a look at that list, see what they're doing. If you have a big, massive list, I would say maybe go by industry or break it down by who are my top clients, and then go after them, see what they're doing now, what is it that you can upsell or cross sell, and then ask for testimonials and then referrals so you can build out your base. Set 1 or 2 SMART goals on what you want to improve. Decide on which CRM you're using already and you can leverage it better. Or if you're not using a CRM, perhaps you might consider one of those CRMs to use. Go High Level is pretty easy to use. And if you want to book some time with me to discuss, that's my booking link. We can just talk through it separately if you want. And Yeah, and it's a full-on 10x assessment that may, it goes through all the marketing, sales, and mindset assessment. So something to totally free for you ladies.